a Hello World app before. So I'm going to, at this point, you should have built your triangles application. It might not be broken up like this, but you should have something that that you can run and have your triangle window show up. But you know, this can look like a bunch of gobbledygook, this code, if you haven't worked with it before. So I'm going to back up a little bit and create a project from scratch, and I'm basing it on the Hello World application from the Java tutorial. So traditionally, Hello World is the first program people write when they're learning a new language. So I'm going to just start with that. We're going to create a Hello World app. So let's go to File, new Java project, and we're going to call this Hello World app. Let's see, this is kind of, get this all in the window there. Okay. And just click Finish. And then let's add a Java class. So go here, say class. Class is going to be called Hello World app. And let's see, we're gonna, it says which method stubs would you like to create? We're going to create a main stub here. Let's say finish. Okay, and so now we have this. So let me just talk about the main components, or the three components that are highlighted in the text. So one bit is the source code comments. Okay, so you can write source comments. There are basically three different kinds of comments that you can write. So there are your basic text comments, which start with a slash and then have an asterisk, and they end with an asterisk followed by a slash. I'm going to leave off that one for now because I don't need it. Another kind is with two asterisks, and this is documentation comment. And basically, the documentation comments, you'll see they have these special at author, they'll be at something else. They're used to automatically generate Java docs for you. That's something we'll talk about another time if we need to. And then let me just stick in the comment here from the book. Hello World app class implements an application that simply prints hello world to standard input. Okay. And you can put author information, version information, stuff like that in there. And then the third kind of comment. So the first one was asterisk and slash and a single asterisk, and then the second one is this special with two asterisks for generating Java docs. The third kind is with these two slashes here. And what that means is, these are just like for little tiny quickie comments that you're going to put in that say that the compiler will ignore from these two slashes to the end of the line. So the idea of the comment is it's information that the compiler ignores. So Java really doesn't care what you write in there. It's not going to do anything with that. It's notes that you write to yourself to remind yourself, what you were doing when you were working on this, or information to pass on to other programmers. So the next bit is the class definition. Okay, so the class definition starts with this header up here, this public class Hello World app. Okay, and then what follows that line is this bit here with the opening brace, and it might be impossible to see in the video, but there's a tiny rectangle drawn around the closing brace here. Okay, and then if you click on this one, there's a tiny rectangle drawn around here. So this is to show you that this block and this block are a pair. And the idea is kind of like Russian nesting dolls, that inside this pair of braces, so this constitutes the block for the class definition. There are smaller blocks inside here, like this pair right here. Okay, so inside our class definition, we define methods. Okay, so this is a method definition. The method is something that the class knows how to do. So basically, you write the behaviors of your class. So whenever we generate an object of this type, it knows how to do whatever we teach it to do inside here. Okay, and you can have multiple methods, so it can have other behaviors besides this one. For this example, we just show this one method, main, and the main method is the method that gets called automatically whenever you let me save this. Whenever you like right click on here and say run, the main method is the one that gets run, and then if any other methods are called from the main method, then the control will move to those methods. But this is the starting point. Okay, this is your entry point right here. So I'm going to so notice it says to do auto-generated method stub. So this just means you need to put some code in here. So I'm going to write some code in here. I'm going to write the code to print out hello world. So system, the statement that needs to be system dot out dot println. Let's pick that like that. And let's print hello world. Okay, and I can stick a little baby comment in here with the slash display the string. Okay, so that's what this is going to do, is display the string. And if we did it right, this will all compile. What? Yeah, this will all compile. This run as a Java application. And there it goes. Look, hello world right there. Okay? So, that's the basic idea. This string, these are square brackets. It might kind of look just like a rectangle, but it's the it's two different brackets, and it's the square ones. So the ones that are, you know, to the right of the P, but these braces are created by holding down the Shift key and pressing those guys, and the square ones are the ones that you get when you don't press down the Shift key. Okay, the keys to the right of the P on your keyboard. All right. Okay, I guess that's the basics. There's definitely more in here. Oh, you don't have to use the word args here. You could call this something else. It doesn't matter. Args is kind of, you know, typical. Or argv. Sometimes you'll see, but that's so that's the gist. That's the basics of creating a class, so a Java application. So the idea here is, again, you'll see the keyword class followed by the class name. So we have that here, the keyword class followed by the class name, and typically you'll see I always put public. Unless I explicitly don't want to make my method, you know, available. But we can talk about access stuff another time, or you'll probably come across it in your own explorations. But this public here is optional as far as the compiler is concerned. But I always stick it in there. I think, you know, it'll be good to stick it in there generally. And what else? So then there's this inside here. There's this public static void main method, right? And like I said, it's kind of a nesting dolls idea. There's this opening brace and a closing brace, and then everything inside that block, inside this entire outside block, is inside the class, part of the class definition. So this whole method here is part of the class definition. Okay. So the public static void. Oh yeah, I think you could say. Let me just make sure. I don't think that the order of these matters. I think you could say static public if you wanted to. And that still work. Let's make sure. Yeah, that still works. So that order doesn't matter. But then the void has to be right in front of the main. And yeah, that's enough. I mean, there's still a lot more going on, but that's enough for now, and that's enough to get us to the next bit that we need to look at.